there, Slot Car Land. How's everybody doing this fine Sunday? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you caught the live race action from yesterday from us racing down in the Portland area with the Fozar group at Scott's house at the Oregon City Speedway. Had a lot of fun. Love racing with those guys. It's the first time we've ever been to Scott's outside of the Oregon Invitational. We've never been there for just a regular round with the Fozar group. We've been to gyms, we've been to Ron's, we've been to Dave's, but this is the first time we've been to Scott's just for a regular weekend, and it was really fun. Had a great time. Love racing with those guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to apologize about there not being a Central Washington Championship Series race today because we had to reschedule once again. Hopefully this is the last time. We should be racing next weekend here. So that'll be up live, and then we'll be racing the weekend after Easter weekend, and we have an idea for that. I got to talk to Stan about it, but we might be finishing the season right then and there and racing everything in one day, but I got to talk to Stan about that. I will post. You guys will know about that here pretty soon. So today I thought we would do another installment of advice for new people in the hobby, and talk about what set, particularly brand, that would be best for you to start out with. And of course, there's basically only two brands that are readily available that you can find at a hobby store or at Hobby Lobby. And of course, that is the Racemaster AFX or Tomei sets and the Autoworld sets. They are compatible with one another. They do clip together. They do connect to one another. The only thing you're going to have to be aware of is the pin depth on the Autoworld track is not as deep as the pin depth on the AFX side. So you are going to have a bit of a step between the two pieces. So you're going to have to make sure your pin depth is set up for the Autoworld track, not for the AFX track, or you're going to clip, the guide pin's going to clip the Autoworld track as it goes into the Autoworld section. So that's basically the only difference between them. They're pretty compatible outside of that. The only big difference is what you can find if you buy a set, play with it for a little while, and you realize, I want to go bigger. To have a variety of pieces, there's a huge difference between the Racemaster AFX, what you can get for it, and what you can get for an Autoworld set. There's way more different types of straightaways and corners on the AFX side than there is on the Autoworld side. So this is some research I did, so take a look at this. This is the different type of track pieces you can find for the AFX Racemaster Tomei sets. So as you can see, Racemaster has a varying variety of pieces of track, from the two different already banked corners to 15-inch straights, 18-inch straights, the hairpin corner, and there's a bunch of other stuff that I threw in there, different from the 15-inch to the 9-inch to the 6-inch to the 3-inch straight terminal track. So there's a huge variety that you can come up with, a lot of really cool corners, including the chicane piece and all of that stuff. So now here is what you can find for the Autoworld set that you can buy to add on to an already existing Autoworld set. as you can see, by the way, all of this stuff that I found for these, I found at RC Superstore. They do sell slot car stuff. They have a great selection of track and sets as well. So go check them out. That's rcsuperstores.com. That's where I got all the pictures and information for there. But as you can see, on the Autoworld side, you do not have as much variety of corners and section pieces that you do with the AFX side. So that's basically the biggest difference between the sets. You get a little bit of a price break with the Autoworld sets, but you don't get the variety of track pieces that you do on the AFX side. So if you want a big track, if you want to start small, but you may want to go bigger, you're probably going to want to go AFX because it gives you a more variety of track. You've got different size corners, everything from, they got every size from a 6-inch all the way up to an 18, where Autoworld, I think, only has 9s. So there's a lot more variety to be able to set up a racetrack with the Autoworld, with the AFX track than with the Autoworld. If you're looking at a drag strip, then, you know, of course, you're probably going to want to buy the Autoworld drag race set. That's probably the best way to go. AFX does not sell anything compatible for a drag strip, so you'd want to go that way with that. But if you're road racing, I mean, if you're doing a simple oval, Autoworld, you can go with Autoworld. But if you want to be able, but if you want to go a big oval, you're gonna have to go with AFX if you want to do an 18-inch with a 15-inch inside corner. If you want to do a big oval, you're gonna have to go with AFX. So that's basically your choices right there. My preference would be for the Racemaster AFX sets because you have way more variety of corners and tracks. So you can do some really good stuff with corners. You can go from like a 15, like an 18 into a 15 into a 9 and just make it a decreasing radius corner. And you've got all the inner pieces to do that as well. So it's a great variety of track. And depending on what set you buy in the beginning, if you buy like a really cheap set on the small side, you can buy track, and most track pieces come with 2 pieces in a pack, so you get like 2 9s, 2 15, 2 15-inch straights, 2 18-inch corners. So, you know, you got, at least you don't have to pull a bunch in there, but that's probably the best way to go. You could always, if you want to even start small, you could always start with an Autoworld set, and then if you want to go bigger, you could always buy go into the AFX side, but it's probably easier just to buy an AFX set right off the bat, and you don't even have to buy another set. You just start buying track pieces. There's also, and I don't think they had it listed there is an expansion pack for AFX that you can buy. I know Autoworld doesn't sell one. I can't remember if I put a picture up that, if they listed that at RC Superstore or not, but there is an expansion pack that you can buy for the AFX that's a bunch of track in a box. That doesn't come with a car. It doesn't come with a terminal track or controllers or power. It's just an expansion pack track. And I can't quite remember what the size of straightaways and corners are in that pack, but it's probably a standard 9 and 6 is probably a couple 15s, couple 9s, maybe 1 or 2 6 inches and 2 3-inch track straightaway pieces. Not quite sure. I'll have to look that up one of these times and see what the expansion pack actually has in it. But that's basically your 2 choices. So, in my advice, if you start small and you eventually want to go bigger, you definitely want to go the AFX side. So, I hope this helps you guys out. I know there's a lot of questions out there when it comes to new people in the hobby, and I know there's a lot of new people out there in the hobby, but that's my opinion. Go with the AFX. It gives you more variety and more flexibility when you want to start expanding your track and possibly making it permanent and building a table for it and all that. You've got a more variety of pieces of track to choose from to be able to make a really nice, really cool layout. So that's my advice. Hope you guys had fun. Hope this helps. Hope you guys like everything that we got going on here. We've got some big news coming up here real soon that we'll be announcing about, and some expansion and a couple other things. So it's going to be some things are changing in the slot car crazy world, and we'll let you guys know what that is when the time gets a little closer here. About midsummer, we'll let you guys know what's going on and we'll move on from there. Don't forget to check out all the shorts. Don't forget to check out the crash of the Monday. I've got shorts now for every day of the week when I do them. We've got the Monday walk arounds. We got Tech Tip Tuesdays. We got Parts Bins Wednesdays. We got the crash of the week on Fridays or on Thursdays. Now we've got Flashback Fridays, where I'm going to put up a little snippet of a really old video from the channel from all the way back in the beginning that you guys could check out, and then you can get to the video that the clip is from. Down in the right-hand side corner, there's a little square down there, and that's the original video that the short came from, so you can just click on it, and you can go in there and watch the whole episode if you want to. And then, of course, we have the Saturday Speed Shot, and then, of course, Sundays are always either racing or our regular videos. So, we will definitely, if not, I don't know what we're going to do, but we're definitely racing next Sunday, whether hell or high water. So, be on the lookout for that. We'll be live next Saturday. Typical time, we'll probably start the live stream at about 10 or about 11:30, and racing will start at noon, and we'll go from there. So everybody have a great week, and remember, keep that pin in the slot, the wheels on the downside, keep racing slot cars. We'll catch you guys with all those videos. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm out. Bye.